All right. So first off, my name is Zachary. I've been a longtime fan of Andrew Zink, and I listened to Coldharbour a few times, but I keep forgetting to check out your new album, so apologies on that. But I do listen to Brojob, but for me, I love your serious stuff more in terms of comedy.
Okay.
Some of it's funny, but just not my taste. So
No worries, dude.
okay, I just want to make sure that we're like, what? You just like our funny stuff? Well, we're not funny? No. I just no. I like comedy metal. Just some comedy is subjective, you know.
Yeah,
So,
right.
100%.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing, you know. It's I think a lot of people get this impression that we're like super just jokes all the time, but you know, that's not necessarily, you know, what we are, you know.
All right.
We do joke a lot, like especially on Twitter. We're a bunch of idiots.
We're
Honestly,
a bunch of complete dumbasses. Yeah.
but I would say
Alright.
like there's equally as much like normal discussion, whether it's about
Yeah.
fucking Pokemon or like politics or whatever. Like, you know, like
Oh,
but I would say the majority of the time, yes, we are being a bunch of idiots. It's awesome.
Definitely.
as long as you don't take yourself seriously, like you don't talk to anyone, like we're too good for anyone. So you know.
Right.
Of course not. Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is my third interview I've done so far. I have interviewed a band from California called The Anima Effect, and I interviewed Claudio from Disharmonia Monday 2 years ago.
Oh shit, that's awesome, dude.
So yeah, I shoot for the stars. I know, right? Actually, okay, the joke for me is what's gonna come out first? A certain album I'm not gonna name yet, or the new Disharmonia Monday. So I have that bet going on.
Oh shit.
So there you go. There's some pressure for you. So, okay, I got the questions right here. Let's get started. Simple question first, you know, how did Brojob get started?
So okay. It actually was started what do you think? Like it was in 2017?
It was like, yeah, it was 2017. It was started by Andrew exclusively, but that like the jokes predated that, and that was before I was even a part of like the friend group.
Right.
But I don't know if you want
Yeah,
to.
we were always making fun of like metalheads, like not just in generally speaking. I mean like the whole like
People who take themselves way too serious.
The bro
being
metal
like,
heads.
You're badass, like metal only for me. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, like that whole like that like stupid like overly masculine like mentality, like I don't know. So like I've always been a metalhead my whole life, but like that part of it has always been kind of silly to me, and I don't know, just like that's kind of how Brojob got started. It was like this overly masculine, like except we were like flipping the script where we were talking about kissing you instead of fighting you. I don't know.
But like making it way more badass to be like out with it.
I gotta admit though, that song with CJ is hilarious. McCannon.
Hell yeah,
I do laugh at that one.
He actually he said that like he in this studio he was having so much trouble like doing the takes because like not only him but like his producer, they kept having to stop because they would laugh. like the part where he says like his dick was shaped like a fist, like he said that part took him so many takes before he could actually like, get something good. But I don't know, that's awesome, man.
That's hilarious, actually. All right, so second question. Did you ever suspect the level of success, and impact you would have on the metal community?
No, not even close, man.
No, 100% no.
What's fucked up is with Brojob specifically, you know, I've been at this for years, like since, well, I was in a band called Ovid's Withering, which turned into a disaster.
Oh, I know about that. I never listened to them, but I know about the disaster.
I was an original member of that band since like 2007. So and
seventh grade.
Yeah, so long, even longer before that. I mean, me and Connor, he's also in Brojob. We've been in band since like 2001 or 2. So like since we were kids.
I was like 8.
But my point being is we've been at this for so fucking long that like it took us being in a band that we didn't take seriously at all before we actually took off the ground. And that kind of, it sucks in a way, but it's also awesome. But like, I'm sure you're familiar with Akeldama, like our band. So like that I was hoping would lift off the ground. It never did, but like,
That's just,
I'm still friends with all those dudes. But like, it's kind of just, it goes to show how like the metal community really is. Like, of course, like it just had to be Brojob to be the one to lift us off the ground. But
trust me, as a fan of Akeldama, I was irritated that Brojob was more popular personally.
Yeah, dude, I was too. At first, I was like, what the fuck? Why is this happening? Why didn't this happen sooner for something that was like actually like like we poured way more thought into like our other bands, and then Brojob was like, oh, I'll suck your dick and then fight you. Like, oh, okay. People are like, okay, this is perfect. This is innovative. This is incredible. You know,
It's innovative.
I mean, we had copycat bands. Like, that's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really ridiculous. But you know what? We love it now, so it's all good.
Oh, it's not on the list, but speaking of everything beautiful, do you have an extra copy line around? I didn't have any money when it first came out, so I missed out on all the Coldharbour merch.
I could hit up our drummer Evan and see if he has another copy line.
I'll buy it
around.
from you. I would definitely buy it from you.
Okay, I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up after this interview and see if I can get you one.
I would really appreciate it because every time I listen to it, I'm like, fuck, I don't have an original copy.
I think we only printed 100.
Really? I thought you had. Oh man, I didn't realize it was that limited, and I didn't have a job at the time, so I couldn't buy one. All right.
Yeah, it was very limited. We signed on to Roadrunner Records like after that album came out, but we never printed more because there wasn't much of a demand at that time. It's weird because now there is, but at the time of its release, there wasn't.
Roadrunner Records? I did not know that actually.
Oh,
Rogue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rogue
yeah.
Records. Yeah.
I was
Rogue
about to say, I never heard of them or them actually.
Did I say Rogue Runner? I'm
You
so
did say
sorry.
Roadrunner, like Nickelback Roadrunner. Like,
No, it's
what?
Rogue Records. We used to call them Rogue Runner, like as a joke. I'm so sorry, but yeah.
No big deal. I was
We
really
were signed on the same labels like Humanity's Last Breath and like Means End and like a couple other really big bands at the time. That was Rogue Records, but like we never printed another run of that album.
That's a shame because to me that album's like it changed my life. Not gonna lie.
Maybe we could do like a limited print or something for the 10-year anniversary.
Actually, I have an idea. It's in the questions, but we'll wait. We'll get to that first later. So, but next question was, when you guys were anonymous, when it came to theories, the members of Brojob were, which ones were your favorite?
Tyler Shelton was so sick of hearing that Brojob was him. So that's probably my favorite. Like it was driving him crazy.
Oh man.
A lot of people thought we were Infinite Annihilator.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah.
You said who was the favorite of the person who people thought was Brojob?
What were your favorite, theories who you guys were?
Oh gosh. Oh man. I have a really hard time. Yeah, probably Tyler Shelton, man. The dude's a gem, and that shit was really funny.
I've known Tyler for a fucking long ass time, and he knew I was Brojob before it went public. Like we were talking about it, and he'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?" Because like we would tag him in like everything.
Oh god, he must have really hated that. That guy doesn't take himself seriously, but I would get annoyed after a while. I'm not part of this group. My favorite was Jared Dines and Austin Dickey.
Yeah.
For a while, I thought it might be Austin Dickey because I never heard of Jacob. I figured you out right away. I'm like, that's Andrew Zink, that voice, that singing voice. You're really like, do I sing on this track? It kind of gives it away.
Mm-hmm.
So
at first I was worried about singing and stuff. In fact, when we did I think our first cover was Linkin Park, where I had singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure was.
And I like tried to make my voice a little deeper, like a little bit.
It sounded really good, man.
It sounded really good.
I listened to that one forever.
Yeah, and I eventually just stopped caring. I was like, I'm not gonna like disguise my voice. If people figure it out, I'm not gonna acknowledge it. I won't be like, yeah, you're right. If they say it, whatever.
Because what's funny is that your type of vocal style usually irritates me, but for some wrong reason, when I heard A New Beginning, I'm just like mind blown. Like, I should hate this, but I don't. I don't hate this voice.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Next question. Okay, on the debut Brojob album, there were 3 serious tracks. Were they intentional for creating the Sleep It Away EP? Or was that just something that just happened afterwards?
I don't think so. I think it was something that happened. I think because of the response from those 3 songs, I think that's what kind of spawned the idea of Sleep It Away.
Because I love those 3 songs. They're really good.
With the song Hate Is a Disease, like we actually we filmed that in Tampa and in
Kentucky.
Jacob, yeah, we
set up
a fucking green screen and
spent a lot of money on that green screen.
Oh,
I don't think we even know where it is anymore.
I have it. It's like it's in a duffel bag.
Yeah. All right, I was gonna say, fuck.
No, we still have it.
All right, cool. Okay, let's look at here. Was the reaction of the fans that made Sleep Away its own project, or was it planned right after the release from the EP for Brojob?
So I think after Sleep It Away came out, I think we kind of wanted to go back to the Brojob funny roots.
Mm-hmm.
Like right after that, we were just kind of like we need to get back into like making jokes and just kind of like catering back to our original audience. And then, you know, I feel like we've kind of flipped again, even now, not even with just Jester, like we've already talked about like possibly doing another Sleep It Away EP through Brojob.
Ooh, I'd be interested in that.
I have an EP written actually, but we haven't like really discussed like the vocals or any lyrics or anything like that. It's still an idea. It's floating around. But I think after that, like I said, we were really hyper focused on getting back into like the comedy aspect of the band. And I was like, you know what? I have like so much like momentum with the writing Sleep It Away stuff right now that I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll just do it myself for now, and I'll release like a little EP or whatever. That's kind of what happened. And yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. There is the potential of there being another Brojob Sleep It Away. We're in talks right now.
Curious for that one. Okay. I know you guys posted a long Facebook page, but maybe elaborate more on the themes and inspiration by the EP titled Jester and how it came to be.
Jacob, I'll let you handle this one. He kind of helped pioneer a lot of the idea behind the EP, and
a lot of it was based off of so there's kind of a story in a way. A lot of it started off with the feelings that we, at least that I was feeling when the pandemic first started. Because in March of 2020, we were playing a weekend run, and I had just given up my big boy career where I was making a pretty decent living. I literally quit it like in October to go full-time touring and like only do that. We were planning on staying on the road forever and just trying to make it big, but essentially in March was when everything kind of collapsed, and that was like when the reality was setting in that, wow, I just gave up this career that, I had a pretty decent trajectory with. And then, I ended up having to move into my grandma's basement. So that was a bit of a strike to the ego.
Not to mention, like the band was on the road and had to cancel dates. Like, in the middle of
in the middle of it, we ended up having to put the last show together. We were on the road to the Michigan show, and everything was shutting down. And luckily, that was the last show. It did cancel, but then a few of the people who were doing it ended up putting together a house show that we helped with, and that ended up going well. But then, anyway, that was kind of the inspiration behind Goodbye. And the other stuff was just kind of, you don't feel like you're taken seriously when you do want to be taken seriously. Like I do write stuff in Coldharbour pretty frequently that people will dismiss, because people are used to hearing a certain thing from, what we do. So from there, we just kind of, I don't know, each song has its own individual thing, but long story short, it was, based off of those feelings that kind of came from our specific situation being in Brojob. They're just weird things that you wouldn't otherwise feel, I guess. But yeah, so.
All right, let me see what else we got here. Thank you. Actually, you guys already answered this question because my next question was going to be, is this like your new pattern? One serious EP and one comedy album, but I'm assuming it's just whatever you guys feel like at this point.
I'd say so.
It seems to be going that direction. We've actually acknowledged it.
Yeah, but we plan on doing whatever,
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, we are working on some comedy stuff. That's like kind of the direction at the moment.
But it can change.
We never know, man. Things,
That's how we're feeling.
We might get bored of it for a minute and be like, let's start some serious tracks now, and then go back and then start. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Things filter in and out, and ideas.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Okay, most of these questions for Andrew. Jacob, you can stay if you want to. If you want to leave at any point, just let me know because I got quite a bit still down here. If you're busy,
you're good, man.
Okay, I want to make sure.
Yeah, I might end up having to leave in like 5 minutes or so. So I can get some more stuff. I have kids over here and
okay,
helping out with the baby. So
all right,
I'm done to chill for a little bit.
Cool. Okay, because I appreciate you showing up. I just didn't want to make you feel like, all right, you're done your bro job. Get out. Didn't want to ask you. All right. This next one is called Deep Lore. So this is where I'm gonna get into my fanboyism, I guess. Let's see here. Okay. Vila / OG Love at Last have White Rose and Ocean Between Our Hearts. I have both of them because they were on SoundCloud. Are there any other released tracks from that project that were not public?
Good Lord, that's that's crazy. Maybe one song I could do some digging, but that's crazy. That's Jacob, that's me and PJ's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, me and PJ Vela, yeah. As of right now, like I couldn't confirm that. I would have to like do some digging, like I said. But that's actually pretty crazy to hear those tracks again.
I love those tracks personally. I was sad that they were never officially released as a EP or a record, but
yeah, we wanted to. I don't know what happened.
Me neither. That's why I asked. All right, more Deep Lore. Your original debut EP, Hollow Heart, was scrapped, so it would seem. How many songs from that project turned into the Sleep It Away EP? Does a Paragon of Virtue?
I believe 3.
3. Okay.
3 songs, and there's actually I don't know. I could look for them. I should find them. That would be awesome to like release as bonus tracks or something. Yeah. But I had at least 2 other songs, 2 or 3 maybe.
Okay, cool. I mean, if you ever want to send anything my way, I'll sign a contract saying I won't share it. I swear I won't. It'll be just for me, and I could just like, hey, I got these. No one else does. I'm just playing it right now.
Right on.
Okay, cool.
My cat just walked over carrying like a massive ass pillow. Like he's walking around the house with a fucking pillow. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Awesome.
Setting up shop, man.
We're actually going through this pretty quickly. Okay, Akeldama, Everything Beautiful is now almost 9 years old. You've always said it was a concept album. Can you elaborate on the concept and the ideas behind the album? I mean, it's been 9 years.
Yeah, it's been 9 years. I could probably give you a brief explanation because I was one of 4 of the writers for it.
Did you write lyrics solely by any chance, or are you guys?
I wrote a big majority of the music.
Okay.
And I wrote some lyrics too. I think the title track I wrote lyrics for, and I wrote lyrics for I'm not able to recall the name of the song right now. That's pitiful. I need to listen to that album. It's probably been 4 years since I've listened to
You're
it.
gonna be like, wow, I can't believe I
Yeah.
made this. I mean, it boosts my ego if I make that album personally.
Yeah, I wrote lyrics for at least 2 or 3 songs on the album, but the majority of the music I wrote. Now
Okay.
the story is basically about like 2 lovers who are like connected every single life span, like they're reincarnated, and they
Yeah.
find each other again, and they find each other again over and over again. It's basically about just like an unstoppable love, and like that's basically the overall message is like love is unstoppable.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So I kind of want to leave it to the listener to kind of like interpret it on their own too. Like I love being able to like listen to an album and I can kind of make it my own, you know what I mean? But that's the gist. That is the gist of it. Like, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure if I was even remotely right, because I thought, yes, they're living and dying over again, and they die at the very end, but it's like a bittersweet death.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Have you considered reworking any of the tracks from Everything Beautiful to a more acoustic or piano-based versions of themselves? Because I would personally love to hear a piano version of Everything Beautiful.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, if we do a 10-year anniversary of it, like that would be an actually really fun thing to do. That's not a bad idea. I might have to write that down. Yeah.
I tend to have good ideas. Nobody just doesn't use them.
No, I will take you up on that. That sounds awesome.
Because that's, if I ever got married at all in my lifetime, I'd use that song for the wedding song.
That's awesome, man. That's actually really cool.
Because I just love the way you sing, I'll hold you all through the night.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the lyrics that I wrote the lyrics for that
Yeah,
song.
because I just
With,
love the vocal
with Ash O'Hara from Tesseract or X Tesseract. Yeah.
I listened to them a long time, but I know who they are.
Yeah.
You guys,
All right.
I am going to have to go ahead and pop off. I got some work calls I got to make.
That's fine, Jacob.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'll listen to more Coldharbour in the future, I promise.
Hell yeah. Y'all take care.
All right. Okay, still there, Andrew?
Yep.
All right, making sure. All right. Okay, this is called
Hold on one second. I think you just cut out. Can you repeat that one more time?
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. Other projects is the next section of this questionnaire. Okay.
Cool.
Any updates coming soon from Dreamchaser, Love at Last, and Into Infernus? By the way, I have Dreamchaser and I have, Sleep It Away.
Nice, man. So in that order, Dreamchaser, I have a few new singles that I'm finishing up, but I'm probably going to drop them like maybe 1 month after another, just like kind of keep a steady stream. I do want to write eventually another album for that, but it's just kind of like on the back burner right now because I have, going on to Love at Last. The EP is done being written and we still have a couple more tracks to do guitars on and a couple more tracks to finish vocals on. And then that's done. And then we can just go ahead and, drop it. And then Into Infernus, there is a 3-song EP that's finished also that we're just kind of figuring out when to release it. So that's kind of where we're at. So Love at Last is alive. It's not dead. A lot of people ask me all the time, like, is it still a project?
I've been one of those people. Thanks for not removing from Facebook after all these years.
Worries.
I thought eventually
you're
gonna hate me.
No, dude, I love that people are asking. That makes me like hopeful. I don't know. I don't know if I should even say this out loud, but if I'm allowed to, but I'm going to say it anyway. We're also in talks of maybe just resurrecting Akeldama instead and releasing an EP called Love at Last.
I would be up for any of that personally.
Just because we already have like an established audience, like, and we may as well just like give those fans it's the same band.
Yeah.
Essentially. I'm the only vocalist involved with Love at Last. So
yeah.
Connor is on guitar now.
You can't do guitar and vocals at the same time.
Our riffs are pretty tough.
I get it because I'm like, I could not imagine doing that. I don't understand how
they're very like Meshuggah-y, so it's kind of hard to groove like that and then do vocals in a different pattern. But yeah, It's I think it's a cool change and people really like it.
Okay. Finally,
Only took us 10 years.
some new information.
Yeah.
That's in there somewhere. We'll get back into that soon. But right now, did you split from Scumfuck altogether? Because
So
I mean, the last album was really lacking, my personal opinion.
I didn't really, it kind of just happened. Like I know Dickie kind of has like his big vision for Scumfuck and the direction he wants to take it. And I know that they were kind of like wanting to separate from like the orchestral side of things. So it just kind of happened. I didn't necessarily step down. I wasn't kicked out or anything. We just kind of like, it is what it is. Like,
Gotcha,
you know, like kind of, so in our separate ways. You know, I wish those dudes the best.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, that we just kind of like, it's not even like difference of opinion or anything. Honestly, we just kind of did our own thing, and
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
But yeah, the last thing I was involved in was the EP.
I have that with me right now, but yeah, but the first Scumfuck EP was so good, but man, it's so damn short.
Yeah, it's I think that was Dickie wanted to do like really quick songs, and that's kind of like our aim was like kind of like to sort of never have a dull moment. Like every riff counts, so there's no like filler anything.
Yeah.
So it's just every riff is okay. This next riff, that's really sick, you know.
Yeah, but there's that one track that has that build up with a symphonic, and all of a sudden just it ends. I'm like,
yeah,
it's blue balled me.
right.
I feel like if Lawrence Shore did the very beginning, all of a sudden they just cut out.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, like they're you know, they're just doing their thing, man. You know what I mean? And
okay,
I have a million projects I'm working on too. So like I think it's just we kind of all just, you know.
Yeah.
But like I said, I wish those dudes the best, you know. Dickie's a great dude. We're all really good dudes.
Awesome. All right. What is the process for writing music? Do you write with a specific project in mind, or just write and decide later where the song should go?
Okay, that's a really good question. I actually write everything in MIDI first.
Okay.
Like every single aspect of a song. I usually don't start with any vocals, any lyrics whatsoever. I'll write music and I'll just MIDI out like all the guitar parts, all the bass parts, all the drums. And then like I tend to write riff after riff after riff, and I take those riffs and I just kind of rearrange them where I think they might sound better. And then like maybe I'll write like a really good chorus, and I'll squeeze that chorus in between those two riffs, or like maybe this needs an outro. Let me write an outro. Oh, I don't like that. Let me try a different one. I'll keep that old one, set it aside maybe for another song. Like I write pieces and I just kind of put the puzzle together. And then after I've put like riffs together, I'll write transitions and maybe like duplicate parts to make it more cohesive. And that's kind of like the process. And like I have maybe 2 or 3 projects right now, like I don't know, an hour worth of music on each of them, of just like maybe sections of songs or like maybe almost completed songs. And so I just have like this massive arsenal of like potential tracks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How do you maintain any sort of sanity with all the projects you have? Your main goal, like, are you kidding me? It says your main goal end in 10 minutes. Could we like redo it in 10 minutes?
Yeah, just send me a new link. As soon as this is up, just give me a heads up and we'll restart the stream.
Okay, thank you. We are halfway there. I'm just gonna let you know.
That's cool, man. I got plenty of time. You're good to go, man. What was your question?
Sorry, it popped up. Okay, 1 second. How do you maintain any sort of sanity with all the projects you have, plus running an independent label?
So that is my sanity. I have to keep doing stuff. If I don't, then I will go insane. Like I'm so purpose driven. Like if I don't have something to work on, like I have horrible ADHD. Like it's terrible, and the only way that I can like be at ease is if I have a lot going on, because like, you know, ADHD, you get so distracted. Like maybe I'm in the mood to write for my new band Soul Deprived that no one knows about, but there's an EP written, it's finished. I'm actually really excited. Which is like melodic death metal. And maybe I want to work on that. And wait, okay, no, let me work on some deathcore stuff. Let me write some Brojob stuff. And then maybe I write that for 30 minutes. I get bored. I'm like, okay, what do I want to write now? Let's go metalcore. Open up Sleep It Away project. Let me write something. Like I have to have different genres of music. Like I can't sit in one little space. I have to, I have to constantly keep moving in order to keep myself sane. So it's the exact opposite. I don't go insane. It actually is like more healthy for me, like mentally, to have several different places I can go to be at ease.
While running a label too.
Yeah, that too. I mean, it sounds chaotic, and it is. I know that it is, like, but it's just, to me, that's like what keeps me sane, and that's like the norm for me.
Yeah, cool.
I have a very interesting, chaotic brain, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, let's see here. All right. Well, you might have already answered this question, but I'm kind of curious still. Why change the name from Akeldama to Love at Last, despite already having the other Love at Last at the time?
So the name change decision was like Love It Last. If you hear, to any normal listener, Love It Last just sounds catchier. It sounds more mainstream. It sounds like more memorable. Like Akeldama is very, I don't know. It's just not a typical band name,
No, it's not.
And it doesn't roll off the tongue as well as Love It Last does. And that was the main reason to switch names.
Okay.
Like I said earlier about potentially releasing an EP called Love It Last instead. It's like I said, it's up in the air still. Like we either change our name to Love It Last, but we have to start completely over all the way. Or we take what's left of our original audience and just continue that. I don't know. It's a really tough call, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we have to release it either way. So we're gonna have to make that decision.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see here. All right. Well, I'm sorry to do this, but I know you just got.
Let me actually ask you a question.
Okay.
What would you rather see us do? Because it's actually I'm curious to.
Okay. Well, first of all, there's a question down here, but I was hoping that the new album would, elaborate more and evolve the story from the first Akeldama album, but that question's down there, so I'm not sure if that's something you plan on doing. Mm-hmm. For me, I just want to hear Akeldama, but maybe is it just you singing? Are you going to start screaming, or would it be just singing throughout the whole entire album?
I would say 90% singing and some screaming.
Okay, no, that's fine, because I love your singing voice. If you decide to just go a little bit lighter on Akeldama / Love at Last, that would be fine. Just the lyric content has to be there.
That's definitely, that hasn't changed. Like Akeldama is still love songs. All the music is really pretty and emotional. Like nothing has fundamentally changed. We haven't changed genres. It's the same band, but without so much screaming, I guess. Like I don't know.
That makes sense, but remaining time 5 minutes. It has this upgrade right here. So
why don't we go ahead and do you want to end it here and we'll pick right back up? You want to send me a brand new fresh link?
Yes, hopefully they'll just not screw it up though. That's my only concern.
It shouldn't. I think if you start a brand new call, it should reset the timer from zero. Yeah. Let me
first give it 5 minutes. So if you want to drink to the bathroom, and let me make sure this video is saved. Because if it's not, I'm gonna kick myself in the ass.
No worries, dude.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
No problem, man. Take it easy. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Yes, 5 minutes.
All right, see it.
All right, so we were okay. So now, before we get started into the main questions, the ones that I just didn't want to simply just blast you with these questions, because I want to first that I do enjoy everything else you put out. So. Okay, now, I'm sorry for this, but I know you got married last year, so I know you finally have found love at last.
Right. Yeah. Yes, I have. Absolutely have.
Okay, I know. I was like, do I do that? Yes, I will do that.
That was good, dude.
Because you posted, and I took a CSI meme. Not sure if you ever saw it, so I was like, you know what? Why not? We can do say it's a bad joke.
No, I love it, man. I live for bad jokes, dude.
Oh, sweet. All right. So,
So
okay,
I'm in Brojob, dude. My whole life is a bad joke.
you actually make a pretty good point. Like, I mean, after everything else you put out, that particular band being the most popular. So, yeah. I wake
Yeah.
up and I'm like, he's so talented. Why is he not somewhere else?
Yeah.
But
It's crazy though, man. And like one thing I do love about Brojob though, like even if it's like all like comedy, like I love that it's like it's so Meshuggah influenced. Like we're like a deathcore band, but like I just love like the music is actually
yeah,
pretty fucking. It's
because I was talking to Bob from Severing the Memories because I did their EP
That's my
review.
boy. That's
Yeah.
my boy. That's like one of my best friends, dude. I love him.
That's what he told me. And I did the EP review and I posted something on my IG like, I wonder what this new Brojob album sounds like. He said, sounds like a bunch of Meshuggah worship.
He's not wrong, man. He isn't.
I only had a chance to listen to it once and I didn't get a chance to dive into the lyrics for Jester, but I'm going to do that next couple of days. So that's why I asked about the themes going on. All right. So now the main squeeze.
Sick.
Why the silence for so many years? It was announced in 2017. You didn't post anything till 2019.
For
Love It Lasts.
Oh, Love It Last. Okay. Honestly, the best brief answer to that is just life, man. That's I think just that group of friends, we're just I don't know, life just kind of took over, man. Like all of us, it's not even like we distance ourselves from each other. It just kind of happened. Like we were so caught up in our own lives. Like I know Evan is doing a lot of he's playing a lot of shows with his local band here, and Mikey, he's got a son with his wife, and Eric has a daughter with his wife, and I've been super busy with Brojob, and Connor's been super busy with Brojob and the label. I think that's the biggest factor is like as much as we want it to happen, it's been very difficult. So this EP is like literally like 5 years of us trying to like get it done. And after this EP is over, I want to figure out like what we want to do, because I want to find a way to speed up this process. Like with Brojob, I write all the music, like every song, I'll write all the music for it. And then we kind of sit down and figure out what we want to do for lyrics, whether they're serious or whether they're whatever. I would like to do the same thing with Love It Last in the future. Have every single song written. That way it's streamlined. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to, it's one of those things, man. Like life just kind of took over, and it's just it was very difficult for us to coordinate with one another. And that's something we need to figure out.
That makes sense. Also, I think Connor posted that you're having computer issues too.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I lost like everything. Everything.
Jesus.
Connor actually went through the same thing a few years ago. He had like 2 hours worth of Omega Virus music written, and he lost every single thing, like all of his projects, like and more. We actually lost like way more than you could ever imagine. Like it sucks.
Oh man.
So you have to either find stuff that you've exported to like Dropbox or Google Drive, hope to God that you have your ideas saved somewhere, and then you have to basically rebuild from scratch.
Is that what you've been doing with a bunch of stuff?
So my computer actually, that was a few years ago. So I've since been able to get everything like where I'm at now. I'm happy. I don't really have any lost files right now, but like I can't remember what I lost if I didn't. So it's not like I don't feel upset because I don't remember at this point. So like
okay, that makes sense.
I mean, obviously I guarantee there was quite a bit of stuff that I lost that like I'll never get to listen to again, which is sad, but it's like whatever, at this point I've rebuilt, and I have a good solid foundation right now. So
That's awesome. So you
yeah,
said it's
take
gonna be,
care of your hard drives. That's
yeah.
take care of your hard drives and back everything up because it's extremely important. And I didn't. And yeah,
That makes sense. So it's gonna be a EP, not a full-length album.
it's gonna be an EP. I think it's 6 songs.
Okay.
I think
So is that like 30 minutes then?
they're longer songs. They're not gonna. It's not like 2-minute songs or anything.
Yeah, I
They're
was
gonna.
gonna say.
They're full length songs. So I would imagine at least like maybe 25 minutes or so.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, don't want you to scum fuck me again. Just 10
Right.
minutes of music after 7
Yeah, dude.
years.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was me. That was me.
No, you're good, dude. You're
All
good.
right. Okay, so I made a meme back in 2019 with Spider-Man sitting behind a desk, and the caption was, "Don't mind me. I'm just waiting for the new Love at Last record," and I tagged the band page. That same day, there was a Facebook post on the Love at Last page that says, "We're alive." So, was that the meme or was that just coincidence?
It might have been. I don't know. Maybe that was coincidence. I'm not sure.
Because
I can't remember, to be honest. With you.
I have made like 2 or
It could have
3
been very well. Like one of the band members was like, so we're being memed now. So maybe we posted that to like let people know. But I mean, obviously,
Yeah, I have
not
memed
these
you guys
people.
like 3 to 4 times. I have 1, 2 from The Incredibles. What are you waiting for, kid? I don't know. The new Love at Last album, I guess. And it's like, me too, kid. I have them on IG. I could send them to you if you want to post them sometime. Show
It might
everyone.
be too depressing, honestly.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so do you have the final artwork then? And you have a final track listing?
Track listing, yes. Artwork, I think that's still something that we want to like really put some thought into.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of thought because we don't wait around too long, but
Yeah, I gotcha.
yeah.
First, I get the same artist who did your Everything Beautiful artwork. That shit's amazing.
Danny McBride, yeah, he killed it, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there was more to that question, but you actually answered quite a bit of that question, so I'll cut that one short.
Nice.
So I know Wiki tends to lie and bend the truth. It says on you do have a band Wikipedia page for Akeldama still, you know that, right?
Yeah.
It says that you were originally supposed to make a double concept album, but the idea was changed. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
There was like probably like an hour and a half worth of music
oh man.
that just it wasn't the same band, dude. The music was not like after listening to it and listening to it and listening to it, it was just like we scrapped everything because it just wasn't the same band to us.
Okay.
It felt like we strayed from the path way too far, and it wasn't like people would have been like, this sounds like a totally different band. So it wasn't a good idea.
Okay.
I don't know. I can look for those songs. Maybe I can find them somewhere and send them to you. But
I will definitely keep them to myself. I would never ever show
no, you're
you
good,
one.
man. You're
Okay.
good, man.
Because people say all the time, "Oh yeah, just send me something," and it gets leaked.
Yeah, and
I don't do
no
that.
vocals or anything. It would be a bunch of instrumentals, but like I said, the music was just not.
It's still something. Like I have something no one else does. I'm special.
Yeah, we were very particular, man. That band, we are so picky, which is a good thing,
Yes.
but also can work against you. You can take 9 years to write around because of the fact. So,
All right.
like I said, I want to figure out a way to work around that and not be so picky and streamline things in the future. But for now, we just need to get this EP done.
Okay. I think this is the last question for Love at Last, and I got some other stuff. They're really
Sure.
quick. Okay, a long time ago on Ask FM, you had one of those. You said the new album would be connected to Everything Beautiful and reveal more about the story within the album Everything Beautiful. Is it still happening, or is that a different idea?
That was actually part of that double concept.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So we're getting a whole new idea and then concept for the EP.
We had Eric was actually kind of getting all those ideas together for the new story. I don't know if I could. I don't know where I could look on. I'd have to contact him honestly and see if I can find any information. But I know he had been working on it quite a bit.
Okay, I was just
Like
curious.
expanding on the story. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I do love that last story. And if you had more to it, I would definitely be curious on what you guys involved it into.
Yeah.
Like The worst part is though, you never had a music video for Everything Beautiful, because every time I listen to that song, I have this music video in my head with a train and snow and shit, and it's just like
Yeah.
it would have been so cool.
Yeah, there was a
But
lot of imagery in the lyrics and
yeah,
stuff.
but projects and money and stuff, so I can understand why something like that never happened.
At the time, we were kids too. Like we were like early 20s, and we
Yeah.
all had shitty jobs, and we could barely afford our rent and stuff. So it's like we
Alright.
just didn't have the pool to get a really good video together, or
Okay,
yeah.
cool. We got some final questions. These are personal questions, but not too mega personal. So
No,
I'm not
you're
gonna
good,
ask
man.
you anything like, what's your shoe size or anything like that. So
10 and a half, 11.
okay, now the vocal recording of the Sleep It Away album, the Only Way Out, has some of the most raw and real vocal delivery, especially the beginning of the title track. Was that intentional or just raw emotion at the time?
I would say raw emotion. Like I was going through some shit whenever I wrote that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say absolutely.
Okay, because I always loved that. I listened to that last track and that beginning, and just like, this is as real as it gets for music.
Yeah.
And
And I don't really, for Sleep It Away, I don't want to release anything that's not real for me. Like I want to express myself,
yeah,
So
I don't want you to be sad to release albums. I
No.
want you to be
No, I mean sometimes you just gotta get shit out. And
Yeah.
for some people maybe that's writing in a diary. For me, it's like, singing, singing my heart out,
Yeah, that was I mean, it's a great EP, hence the shirt.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. So let's see here. What would be your dream collab? Anyone that is alive?
Well, I was able to do a song with Aaron Marsh from Copeland with
Oh
Dreamchaser.
yeah, I remember that.
That was literally the top of my bucket list, and I managed to make that happen.
That's cool.
Let me think here. Trying to figure out what genre too. If I could collab with Frederick Thorndahl from Meshuggah, like I think that would probably be like a huge dream come true for me. Yeah, I think that's probably my number one, honestly.
All right.
Frederick Thorndahl and Aaron Marsh are like my biggest influences ever.
All right.
Yeah.
Make that happen, world.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
But that positive,
that one's a tall order.
persistence. Being as persistent as I was to get this interview, then you'll eventually get somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Persistence is key.
I did get a response once from Frederick Thorndahl in Facebook Messenger.
Oh,
yeah, a long time ago.
that means a lot. If someone
I was just like, holy shit, Frederick Thorndahl talked to me. Like
I'm not nobody.
So hard.
Okay. How are things at Hollow Records? Any more band reveals coming up soon or album announcements?
We have one artist that we're really, really, really excited to announce, but we can't say anything yet.
That's
but
totally
like one of our biggest artists for sure. Like it's gonna be awesome. It's metal, but it's not. It's like more mainstream. Think like Bring Me the Horizon style.
Interesting.
But yeah, we are very busy in the background right now, just trying to get some things organized, and yeah, very excited.
All right, that's cool. So, are you living the dream or still working a normal job while balancing your everyday life?
Oh yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, I still have to. Yeah, unfortunately, I still have a my 9 to 5.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So you're just walk in and everyone's like, oh, it's just Andrew. They don't care that you're a great musician or anything. You're just that guy, that job, right?
I actually never talk about like anything music related whatsoever at work.
Ever.
No one really knows anything at my job. So
no one's ever found you like, holy shit, you actually have some talent.
No, honestly, no. Nope. It's never brought up. I don't know. I don't know, man. It just pays the bills, It's just kind of, I have my work life and my music life. Like,
okay. Okay. Well, let's see here. I have like 3 more questions and we could probably get out of here. Like maybe 10, 15 minutes. Let's see here. What is one genre as a musician that you want to do but haven't done yet?
That's a really good question.
Not country.
No, not country. I've thought about it. I'm not
That-
gonna. I really have. I actually like love Luke Combs.
Okay, because I remember one of your old posts that says anyone who listens to mainstream country music.
Dude, I honestly I hate mainstream country, but
Oh, I do too.
Luke Combs to me for some reason. Now I heard his new album. I was not impressed at all. Like it sucks in my opinion, but
Yeah.
he has some pretty good he has some bangers, dude. Like some of his older stuff is like really good.
Oh.
Anyway, back to your question. Melodic death metal, and I'm actually, like I said, I have a new project called Soul Deprived, and
Is there a
we're-
social media page to follow by any chance?
there actually is. I haven't shared it yet, but if you look up Soul Deprived, you'll find it. It's me and my buddy Jacob Warren. He's doing vocals. I'm also doing vocals. I sing for the band. He does the harsh screams,
Oh man,
and I write all the music.
what kind of melodic death metal you plan on doing? Like Viking,
It's like-
modern?
It's like Insomnium sort of. So it's like
Oh.
it's like depressing
I love Insomnia.
melodic metal, I guess. Yeah.
It's like doomy melodic death metal.
It's very Finnish inspired, like yeah. I think like I don't know, like Disharmonia Mundi,
Oh yeah,
like and Insomnium had a baby.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
that genre. So it's finally happening. I've been wanting to do it for a very, very long time. So yeah.
I'm excited to hear about that because
Yeah.
I'm a huge
So-
melodic death metal fan.
I think July 1st we might be dropping our first song. So
You gotta
it's
send
like
that.
right around the corner. So,
Yeah, send that to me. I'll play it on my show.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. If you ever reply to any more of my messages after this.
Facebook is the best way to get a hold of me, man.
All right. If for future reference,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I won't
absolutely.
be bothering you 24/7. I'm just
No, dude, you're good, man. You're all
All right.
set.
all right. I just want you to think I'm
You're fine.
an unhinged fan. All right. Got 2 more questions. All right. Some fun stuff because we've delved into some music and some serious topics. Do you have any horror Uber stories or movie theater going experiences?
Horror, Uber, or movie theater experiences. Let's see. I don't think any movie experiences. For my birthday, my wife took me to Orlando, and like we went out to dinner, and like we stayed in one of those like tiny homes. Like you ever seen those? Like those little tiny homes?
Yes.
Where people like convert like little almost like box cars into like these elaborate, awesome modern houses.
Yeah.
So we stayed there for a weekend. Like she booked me a trip for my birthday, and we took an Uber to dinner. And this fucking guy was going like 95 miles an hour, like on the highway, just like weaving in and out. Like we thought we were gonna fucking die. But both of us are like, so we have social anxiety, so neither of us wanted to just be like, dude, can you stop? Like, so we just sat there like fucking awkward, like this is happening. We might die, but this is happening. So that was probably like the scariest experience I've had in an Uber, but we made it to our dinner like 10 minutes earlier than we should have.
Hey. We got a full 5-star rating. Hey, you got there early at least.
It's like I called a fucking NASCAR driver, and yeah, I don't know. It's wild, man. But other than that, I've had like any awkward Ubers.
All right.
There's like actually a selection now where you can ask for a quiet experience
Oh, really?
on Uber. Yeah, you can request that there's no talking, which I feel bad for having that checked, but it's also like great. Like, so you can get on your phone or whatever you want to do. You don't have to worry about like holding a conversation with a stranger.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We got 2 more questions, then
Cool.
we'll wrap it up. All right. What is one thing as a musician you've always wanted to do but haven't? I remember reading somewhere on social media that you, Andrew, wanted to compose music for video games. Is that something you still want to do?
I would love to. I think it's just very difficult to get into. I actually was talking to a Blizzard rep like back and forth for a little bit, and then they ghosted me.
Oh man.
And I just kind of stopped after that. Yeah, I would still be down. It would be fun, but as of right now, like where I am, like I'm more focused on like my bands and growing my own stuff at this time. I feel like that's more useful in my time, honestly.
Oh, well,
For sure, yeah.
might dodge a bullet. Blizzard has like
But
fucked
if
up
the
everything.
opportunity arose, I would definitely take it. I would.
Oh,
But like if it would have to be like a really big game or something, like something that's like, okay, we're gonna pay you for this, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like but other than that, like I would rather focus on my own stuff. But yeah.
All right. Final words. Would you what would you guys like to tell others who will be listening? Because I'm gonna post this all over the place, and if you share it too when I send you the link, it'd be really awesome. Okay, let's see here. Hold on a second. Tell us who will be listening. Anything you'd like to share? Social medias, shout outs, anything, announcements, whatever.
Let me also, I want to plug my new band with the YouTuber McNasty.
I saw that.
It's called Enda Venera, like Enda Venera.
Nice.
Yeah. We have a single that we don't have a date that we're dropping it yet, but look for us, like keep an eye on us, follow us. That's gonna be a really fun project. It's kind of like I don't know, like symphonic black metal inspired deathcore.
Oh, that sounds up my alley.
Again, I think people are just calling it black and deathcore anymore. So it's like symphonic black and deathcore, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for that. That's gonna be really fun. It's like kind of a super group. Most people who know McNasty is like a huge following. He's like, I think he has like 2 million subscribers or something crazy on YouTube.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah. He's huge. It's me, him, or look up another guy who goes by Screamy Mimi. He's really huge on TikTok. And then yeah, we have a drummer too. Like we have a full band, so I'm actually really excited for that. So keep a lookout for that. Keep a lookout for the band Soul Deprived. That project is gonna be really fun. In fact, I'll send you like a song you can hear after this interview. Give you an early sneak peek. Also, I just want to plug Sever the Memories. Those guys are awesome.
Oh,
I fucking
definitely.
love Bob Williams to death. He's like one of my favorite people ever. Proud of those guys. That EV is awesome.
It was. I really liked it.
Thank you also for the interview, man. I don't do a lot of these, so
I know.
it's actually it's really nice to get in front of a camera and actually answer some like interesting questions. This is awesome.
I told you it was gonna be not basic questions.
No, this was fun, man. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. I'm really happy. Oh, final note for me. When there is new Love at Last music, I'll record myself reacting and I will cry while doing it and I will put it on social media.
Right on, man. Sounds good, dude.
Nope. Last thing, what comes out first? New Disharmonium Monday or Love at Last?
I don't know. That's a tough. It's sad that I can't answer that. If I was a betting man, I would probably say Disharmonium Monday, but
I've been waiting for 7 years on them too.
the race is on. I'll just say that.
All right. But if somebody talk to Claudia, I'll tell him. Yeah, I talk to him sometimes. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I interviewed him before pandemic. Sorry, I've been saying that lately. Sorry about that. Yeah, but thanks, man. I really appreciate your time. I got some information, some new music, some things to look forward to. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, dude. Hell yeah.
Okay.
It was a blast.
Oh, I hope so, because you answered 29 questions. I didn't.
The next interview has to be at least 30, though. We gotta keep the record going.
Oh, if you want to do another one, I'll do it. I will definitely do it.
Right on.
I really appreciate you guys. So remember, okay, my plugins. Follow me at Metal Theory Radio. Also, I'm a new reviewer and reactor to Total Deathcore. Check me out there. And always follow Andrew Zink and all of his other bands. I really appreciate you doing this, Andrew.
Oh yeah.
I was very nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
There's no need to be nervous, man.
Just like
some regular ass, dude.
I know you are, but I just didn't want to fool myself. So
yeah, no, you're good, man.
Awesome. I appreciate it. So Soul Deprived, which I'll be hearing soonish at Nevera. Is that how you pronounce it?
End of an era. Yep.
Era. Okay. And then, so, but last thing. So, Love at Last, end of the year, early next year.
I would bet more on early next year. There's a lot more that I got to catch up on. So
Okay.
it's not top priority right now, but it is a priority.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. So, and I will send you those memes in case you never saw them. But
Okay. Sounds good.
awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. I had a lot of fun, and I'll definitely do this again once Love at Last comes out.
Fuck yeah, man. Sounds good.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Goodbye.
See ya.